Hello pupils, nice to come your way again. How are you doing? I hope you're fine. Yes, I am fine too. We are going to have a lesson on computer science, and the topic is the mouse. But before we move to our main lesson, let's look at the specific objectives. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to define a mouse, identify the types of the mouse, and state the uses of the mouse. Now let's look at what is mouse. A mouse is a small handheld device that is used for pointing and selecting of items on the monitor. When we talk about handheld device, that means it is being held in our hand. And also, we can use it to select and highlight items on the monitor. Now let's look at the types of mouse. We have the mechanical mouse and optical mouse. But first, let's talk on the mechanical mouse. When you talk on mechanical mouse, it has two buttons and also a rubber or a metal ball under. They can roll in all directions. And also it uses mechanical sensor. Now let's look at this picture. This is a mechanical mouse and it has two buttons, the left button and the right button. The left button is the primary button, while the right button is the secondary button. Now when you look at under of it, you see a ball there. Now this ball is the mechanical sensor which detects the movement of the mouse, either up, right, left, or down. It uses mechanical sensor, that's the ball you have seen there, to detect all this movement. Now let's look at optical mouse. When we talk about optical mouse, it uses light beam to detect the mouse movement. And also it has two buttons, the left button and the right button. As you can see, you see the left button and the right button. Then under it, not like the mechanical mouse that uses mechanical sensor or a ball, but in optical mouse it uses a light beam. If you look at the mouse, you see where there is light reflection there, and this light beam under is the optical sensor which detects the movement of the mouse, either left or right, up or down. Now let's look at the uses of mouse. What we use mouse to do. Number one, the mouse is used to move an item from one place to another. How can this be done? It can be done by pointing at the item you wish to move and click. After clicking, you hold the mouse and move the pointer to where you want to move the item to. Then you release the mouse button to drop the item in the place. Number 2, it can be used to highlight text. How can this be done? With the use of mouse. This can be done by clicking the left of the first character, and this character will be shown on the screen. So you click the left character, whatever you want to highlight. Maybe you type a text, then in front of that text you click it. Then after that, you hold down the mouse and move your mouse down to highlight the text. After highlighting, you then release the mouse button. And 3, it can be used to point and select objects on the screen. We can also use mouse to select objects on the screen of the monitor. Now, before I end my class, let's go back to the lesson for better understanding. First, we talk about mouse. Then we talk about the types of mouse. And we talked about the uses of mouse. And I said, a mouse is a small handheld device that is used for pointing and selecting of items on the monitor. And we mentioned the types of mouse. They are mechanical mouse and optical mouse. When we talk about the mechanical mouse, it has left and right button, and it has a rubber or a metal ball under it, and also use mechanical sensor. Then when we talk about the optical mouse, it uses light beam to detect the movement of the mouse. Then let's look at the uses of mouse. 1, I said, the mouse is used to move an item from one place to another. And we also state how this can be done. Number 2, it can be used to highlight text. And number 3, it can be used to point and select objects on the screen. Okay? For your homework, number 1, what is a mouse? Number 2, mention the 2 types of mouse. Number 3, state 2 uses of mouse. For the submission, you can post it on the group chat or drop it privately, or you can bring it to school for marking. I hope you've learned today. Stay safe and do have a lovely day. Bye-bye.